This video contains general legal information about Virginia law. The law in other states may be different. Consult with an attorney for advice specific to your case. What are my rights if a creditor is trying to take money from my bank account or wages to pay a judgment? A creditor who has obtained a court judgment against you has the right to try to collect the judgment by taking money from your wages or your bank account. This process is called garnishment. If you are garnished, you and your employer, or your bank, will receive a paper called a garnishment summons. You will also receive a garnishment exemption claim form, so you can claim an exemption from garnishment if one applies. Bank account garnishments can last for up to 90 days. Wage garnishments can last for up to 180 days, but the creditor can file additional garnishments until he collects all that you owe on the judgment. Your employer cannot fire you if you are garnished for one debt. There are important limits on garnishments. Certain federal benefits such as Social Security and SSI cannot be garnished. If your bank account is garnished and these benefits have been direct deposited to that account, the bank will notify you of the garnishment and must allow you to access up to 2 months' worth of these benefits. With wage garnishments, most creditors can only garnish up to 25% of your take-home pay, and the employer must leave you with at least a minimum amount per week required by law. If your gross income is less than a certain amount each month, you can get an additional exemption for the support of a child or children living with you. Review the Garnishment Exemption Claim Form. If an exemption applies, check that box and file the claim form with the court before the return date listed on the upper right-hand side of the garnishment summons. The court will give you a hearing on your claim, and a judge will decide if the exemption applies. If no other exemption applies, you can file a homestead deed to protect your wages or the money in your bank account. The steps to filing a homestead deed and claiming an exemption can be confusing, and mistakes can be costly, so we strongly recommend that you consult with an attorney. To learn more about credit, debt, and garnishing, visit valawhelptogo.org.